I'm sure I will take your questions, but there are a few issues that we must address that we believe are of very serious importance to us as a party. PDP is a very responsible political party. We are the most organized political party, and that is why, if you have monitored or you have followed our rallies, you would have noticed that they are usually carnivals of ideas, carnivals of issues, and people catch their fun. A few times we've had issues, it was because some people wanted to disrupt our rallies. But thank God, we have a very good defense team. They always go ahead to make sure that they can guarantee maximum security, because if you go to a rally and one person gets killed or injured, nobody wants to come to the next rally. So we have been extremely fortunate that we've been able to prevent the thugs from taking over our rallies. So there is an issue that came up today that we want to address. In practically all APC states, controlled states, it's been virtually impossible for us to erect our billboards, to paste our posters, to use government-controlled radio stations, especially in Lagos, where the candidate of the APC is seen as next to God. So we wish to appeal through you to the federal government, since they control the APC, that this is not what democracy is all about. I was one of those who fought and suffered for this democracy. We never envisaged that in a civilian regime, we are going to have this kind of harassment, whereby we cannot practice democracy as it should be done. So that is why we would want to bring this to your notice, and please help us send a powerful message to, you are welcome, help us send a powerful message to the powers that be. In 2014, 2015, I was one of those who supported Buhari, and there was never a time that PDP disturbed us, because if they disturbed us, maybe there would have been no Buhari. So we are hoping that Mr. President would help us speak to the security agencies to protect the lives of our people, to protect our properties wherever they are on the soil of Nigeria, because we are all Nigerians. Again, we are happy to have you, and we are happy to report back that we're doing very well, that the other parties, especially the main party that wants to take power by force despite non-performance, we are happy that now people can see the clear difference between His Excellency Atiku Abubakar and the other challengers. It's very clear that he's the most experienced, the most detribalized. He doesn't go anywhere discriminating against anyone. He is prepared. Nigeria cannot afford another sad experiment or experimentation, because if you are not prepared, that is what will happen. He knows what to do from day one. So I'll take your questions, and I'm ready.
Okay, maybe I start.
Oh, okay, please, sir. Please introduce yourself and your organization.
All right, sir. My name is Tony Ilevi. I write for Business Daily. My question has to do with taking a cue from what you just said, that in PDP areas where you have campaigned, you've campaigned carnivals and, which had made, allow people to enjoy themselves during the campaigns. But there was a statement recently by the police banning masquerades and all manner of people they feel that should not be, because they felt that some of the talks, some of the attacks, some of the criminal activity that have been noticed or witnessed in campaign rallies came from this kind of activities. I don't know how you will react to it.
Well, we're not a party of masquerades. We're a party of open human beings. We're not ancestors from heaven, because masquerades usually are expected to be visitors from heaven. We have musicians, and I'm sure you have seen it in the north, in the south, and people sing, they dance, and I've never seen anyone cover his face. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't seen any masquerade. If you will see masquerades, you will probably be in the south, maybe in Akwa Ibom or in Rivers, but we haven't gone to Rivers yet. And in Akwa Ibom, it was all very good. So what we are saying is that we are tired of being attacked by the agents of APC. We are Nigerians. Our candidate was a vice president in Nigeria who served meritoriously. He's a very disciplined gentleman. He's received so much attack from everywhere without saying a word in retaliation. It is such a responsible man that Nigeria needs at this time. And such a man should be given his due respect. Thank you.
So I'm worried too, because when the British High Commissioner visited the PDP national chairman, this same issue was raised, and the woman jokingly said that this thing happened to both sides. In the state where you have PDP, the political team to APC. There too, just a few days ago, yesterday, in Rivers, we saw the campaign, the chairman of the campaign council in Rivers State House was attacked. Is that APC or PDP?
The case of Rivers is very special. But let me start with the British High Commissioner. I am a graduate of language, okay? And that's what they call diplomatese. A diplomat will not come out to frontally attack one party. They know who is attacking who. They have more information than you and I. They are on ground. And I can tell you that they've received reports. Even the National Security Advisor last week, and I love him so much for it. He came out and he said the president has clearly instructed them to deal ruthlessly with troublemakers. We all know all the trouble spots. I am surprised that after the president gave the instruction, some people still attack the home of Senator Lee Maiba, a major supporter of our candidate, Atiku Abubakar. I spoke to him yesterday. I called him. He was just fortunate that his brother was not killed. The brother was told while he was being macheted that if Senator was home, one bullet would have solved the problem. I mean, what kind of rascality is that? Why should you kill? You can't manufacture a human being and you want to kill a human being in the name of politics. It's only God that gives power. So, yes, there are internal issues within PDP, but that should not result in bloodshed. So those who are involved, I don't want to apportion blames because I'm not a security agent, so I have no facts of the case. And it's even possible it could have been an opportunistic attack from anywhere. We don't know. So, but we will appeal to our party members in Rivers to cool temper. Thank you. Vigilant about INEC. Immediately, and anybody who knows me very well knows I live on social media. So I picked up the footage, the video where the ladies seemed to be harvesting people's details on PVC. So I immediately forwarded it to a top member of INEC, and they were very, very responsible. They responded to me. I have it on my phone, and they even issued a press release after my intervention, because I told them that we were worried. We saw your ladies, and they explained that no, they were not fiddling with the PVCs, that there are a lot of uncollected PVCs, and what they are doing is to get the details so that they can forward text messages to the owners as a reminder that we have your PVC, come and collect it. On the issue of $10 billion, if you have been a successful businessman, you will know how to raise money. Atiku, that's why we're saying Atiku is the only person who has done business according to international best practices. I don't want to disparage any other person. I know there may be one other man who is a businessman, an importer, but Atiku is not an importer. Atiku is not a trader. He trades in some areas, but is a more productive candidate. A man whose means of livelihood is so visible that nobody will doubt what he does for a living. So there are candidates whose means of livelihood you may not know, but Atiku is not one of them. And the key element of leadership is trust. From the moment Atiku Abubakar takes power, you will see that Nigeria will be a much better place to live in, because he has the contacts globally. He knows what to do. He speaks their language. He's done it in his private life. And it is for us now to give him the opportunity to do it in his public life once again. When he was vice president, we all saw what happened. The kind of debt that we have in Nigeria today, we didn't have it then. They wrote it off completely. So we have a man who is coming from that background of robust experience. And that is why we are appealing to you to support him. Because if you support people who are going to come and they will spend the next 4 years experimenting, by the third year they are looking for a second term before they settle in, it's not going to work. Okay?
I write for the authority newspaper. My name is Mike.
Everywhere. The third mainland bridge, for example, in Lagos, is supposed to be a federal government-controlled bridge. But you will not find a single PDP advert along that stretch. Not because we can't afford it, but because we are not allowed. And the few places where we have even pasted our posters, they send their area boys, and you know they specialize in that. They send them to go and tear it down. So we are appealing directly to the federal government, to the state government, that whatever happens, every leader will leave power one day, and you will be remembered, you will be judged by what you did while in power. There is no reason for us not to act as brothers and sisters. We are all friends at the end of the day. But where you have to tear down my billboards, my posters, in the name of... So if they show only your face in your state, so what does it add to you as a man? So we will appeal once again that we don't want the president to say, I'll be fine, I'll be fair, and everybody will have equal opportunity. Act on it. Now appeal, direct appeal to President Momodu Buhari. He's a man of integrity. Whatever you want to say about him, he's a man that if he says he wants to do something, he will try to do it. We're begging him to do it on this occasion. And we're appealing to the National Security Advisor, please don't just bark at them. We want you to bite them. Thank you. That gives life. If you look at Joe Biden, the President of the United States, he came into power at that age. He's doing his best. I don't think he's even as physically fit as Atiku Abubakar is right now. But it's all about your capacity to deliver. We can't be talking about second term when we're chasing the first term. That would be reckless and irresponsible of us. So what I know is that, and your boss, it's not so young. He said what? Well, I don't want to go into the controversy. He is my friend and brother. There are discrepancies that I don't want to talk about. So I'm not sure whether it's 70, I want to pick, or it's 72, or... So I don't want to start another controversy today. And I don't want them to say you are the one that started the wahala. So it's just to protect you. You can see we're very generous in PDP. If you said this to some people in APC, the way they will fire their bullets at your boss, you won't like it. So, but trust me, we're very responsible people, and we hold him in high esteem. On his real age, we leave that to... So, can we ask another question, please? Friday, I can assure you that we're all concerned. It's not just INEC. You can see that even yesterday, the Chief of Defense Staff spoke about the pressure on the military to find a way to, if possible, abort the election entirely. You see, they will try, but they will fail. In PR, don't bring attention to negativity. What some people are looking for is to create that atmosphere of tension. And so the more we talk about it, the more they will succeed at what... There are some people have been talking about interim government. So you want us to talk about that? No. Some of us fought for democracy, and we will not allow anybody to abort it. We're worried, but we know that our security agencies are capable of resisting these agents of destabilization. They've done it before. They always do. Even in 1993, they did it. On the eve of the election was not going to take place. But through the determination of the people of Nigeria, they made sure that the election did not only take place, it was peaceful, it was free, it was very fair. And that is why today we are enjoying the dividends of democracy. So don't worry, Friday, those who should handle it, they know what to do. Mine is to imagine that the elections will take place and Atiku Abubakar, GCON, will be the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Inshallah. Thank you so much.